Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to our lecturers Azmi and my fellow friends. I hope you guys in a good condition. Today, my group will present about introduction to uniform bodies, societies and club. I will be the first presenter and my name is NurHazlya Binti Tumpang, followed by Muhammad Syakirin bin Normin. Third presenter is Muhammad Badlin bin Asri, and the last presenter is Nabilah Binti Rahmat.
Okay guys, here our table of content. First is introduction that will explain by NurHazlya. Second is objective that will be explained by Muhammad Syakirin. And third is function that will be explained by Muhammad Badlin. And fourth point is implementation that will be explained by Nabilah. And lastly is conclusion.
Alright, what is curriculum? Curriculum is something that is done outside of the school curriculum, such as uniform bodies, sports games, or clubs and societies. That means activities which complement but are not part of conventional academic curriculum. In addition, co-curriculum falls outside the regular academic curriculum, yet they are a part of schooling or college life. This is because co-curriculum is a vehicle for physical, emotional, and spiritual development by offering a variety of knowledge, experience, skills, and training based on the concept of integrate and comprehensive education and human develop knowledge, experience, and skill that contain elements of intellect, leadership, self-discipline, entrepreneurship, creativity, and innovation to the nation and countries will help students determine their future direction. So, when co-curriculum starts in Malaysia? Well, co-curriculum in Malaysia started as early as 1957 as group activities. It also known as outside classroom activities or extramural activities. It has been made compulsory for students to join, which started in the year 1967. In the year 2000, the increment of different areas of co-curriculum with more activities and choice for students with proper planned activities, which is more focused on hands-on learning experience for students. So, there are three components of co-curriculum in Malaysia. I know all of you are familiar with this component. Yeah, there are uniform bodies, societies or clubs, and sports or games. Let's go through what is meant by uniform bodies. Uniform bodies is a group that consists of a combination of memberships and has certain policies to follow and adhere to. The uniform bodies at the school is one of the themes that must be joined by school children. This is based on the Government Gazette, date 31st December 1997, starting about students in co-curriculum activities. Secondly is club, which means a group of persons organized together for a common purpose. That's set by Webster to New Riverside Dictionary 1983. In other words, Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary 2009 explained that a group of people who meet together regularly, especially for a particular activity such as sports. Usually, the members of one club are based on the same interests, same career paths, or same background. It looks like small number of memberships and exclusive, and the establishment of one club is based on the specific activity. For example, if you join a sport club like Club Olahraga, of course you are interested in maybe in triple jump or sprinter, so that's why you join this club, right? So what about the society? Society is an association of people with mutual aim or interests. It also known as an organization of people formed for a particular and shared purpose. The member of society maybe share same aims and visions. The membership of one society are not exclusive and open to all regardless of interests, careers and background. Associations have various activities, but their activities are focusing on the objective set by the members. For example, if you are joining club kebudayaan, maybe you are interested in the activity, but the objective will be set by the members itself.
Okay guys, let's watch some video. Yay!
I'm gonna sing my song. It won't take long. We're gonna do the twist and it goes like this. Come on, let's twist again. Like we did last summer. Yeah.
Guys, for the next slide, I will explain about the objective of co-curriculum. The main objective of the implementation of co-curricular activities in school is to realize national education philosophy. This philosophy is the guide for all activities education that clearly expresses its basic aim, objective, principles, and value, which is the basis in shaping the Malaysian education system. For the first point is to develop the student a sense of religious awareness and belief in God. The national education philosophy emphasizes religious awareness and belief in God, and Rukun Negara is one of the co-curriculum aims in education that can be instilled through co-curricular activities in school. Co-curricular activities contribute to the development of social traits prized by each student who participate in the chosen activity. Each action contributes to the formation of personality and identity in its own way. For the second point is to develop the spiritually, physically, intellectually, and emotionally among students. Process learning and teaching in co-curricular activities emphasize hidden aspects such as the values, abilities of physics, leadership, and social. Students will be exposed to them practically, allowing them to gain knowledge, experience, and skill firsthand. Physical health and fitness should be prioritized in order to aid intellectual, spiritual, and emotional development. The co-curriculum physical activities in order to maintain excellent health and independence. For the third point is to strengthening the unity and cooperation. Co-curricular activities can applicable social interaction during the education activity that can teach excellent values in students of diverse races, background, and life, as well as create and cultivate a sense of belonging among students of all races, background, and lifestyle. Students can engage with each other more generally co-curricular activities because they are not limited by rank, race, religion. Other than that, co-curricular activities can encourage teamwork, cooperation, and rule adherence. Student involvement in team, uniform body, association, and sport can foster feeling of kindness, unity, and national cohesion. We go to the next point is to building and improving discipline. The curriculum incorporates various key features that allow students to develop themselves for health objectives, be disciplined, and build morale. This activity provides the student with experience and as a result nurture that spirit which is a favorable aspect in the inter-establishment discipline. Co-curricular activities allow students to conceptualize training in a certain sector by applying that knowledge in a more realistic situation. For the last point is to developing a characteristic and healthy school culture. One of the goals of co-curricular implementation in school is the building of a school of character. The character school is an excellent school that focuses not only on academic proficiency but also on personality development and student discipline as well as abilities in different side fields such as the sport activities, uniform team, and the prominence of any other talents. It, it is hoped that through the co-curriculum, the school will be able to create a healthy and proud school image to serve as an example to the other party and that this image will be able to be maintained by its citizens. Okay guys, let's watch some video. Yay! Okay guys, let's watch some video. Yay! Okay guys. Okay guys,
Aktiviti co-curriculum dapat melahirkan seorang pelajar yang berdedikasi dan mempunyai jati diri yang tinggi. Jati diri yang tinggi bermaksud dari segi intelek, emosi, rohani dan fizikal. Dan terbukti aktiviti co-curriculum ini dapat mewujudkan semangat kerjasama antara pelajar ketika melakukan aktiviti ini.
Okay guys, let's watch some video. Okay guys, okay guys, let's watch some video. Okay guys, let's watch some video. Okay guys, let's fresh your mind. We play some activities. Let's go guys.
Okay, we go to the function of co-curriculum activities in school. For the first point is strengthening and enrichment. This activity can provide an opportunity for students to understand the concept of training in a particular field by applying that knowledge in a more meaningful and realistic context. For example, for uniform bodies, I believe that every uniform bodies will teach or enhance their student to learn about the first aid skill, because this activity can give student the opportunity to try their knowledge or their experience on how to give emergency treatment. It's not only to give emergency treatment to others, but also they can use that kind of skill into their self while they having in the emergency situation. Secondly, society. For example, they join Club Sastra, and this society will provide opportunity for students to use language skill in giving and breaking argument by using fact. For example, they join a competition like debate, speech. They can use a lot of high level of language skills that they can use in that competition. And for the club, I take example of the football, which is they can create a team spirit, understanding among their team, cooperation, agility, and also discipline. Okay, for the second point, which is community service. Student, teacher, and school staff can serve the community and vice versa. The aim is to foster a two-way relationship between the school and the community, as well as instill a spirit of service, cooperation, and help with each other. Through the activity like, for example, Bulan Sabit Merah, students get a little exposure to health knowledge and basic treatment methods to the local community. Okay, for the third point, which is hobbies and recreation. By engaging in co-curriculum activities, students can acquire knowledge and skill, as well as be able to fill their free time with benefits and build physical and mental health. As a student join, for example, a music club, so they can learn how to play piano. So with the skill they get, they can use to fill his free time or make it as a hobby. And lastly is a career. Co-curriculum activities can provide a career foundation for students. It can also help and complement teaching and learning, and can raise awareness and prepare students for career choices. And this knowledge and skills are very useful when they enter the world of work later. For example, students join club kemahiran hidup. So with the skill that they get, they can apply for the job that match their skills, like architecture, wiring, and so on. And also, if they join like club science pertanian, they can learn on how to plant hydroponic, and it can enable the student to venture into agriculture in the future. I think that's all from me for the function of the co-curriculum activities in school. We go to the next slide and the next presenter. Thank you.
Okay guys, let's watch some video. Yay! Okay guys, let's watch some video. Yay!
Perpaduan yang utuh dalam kalangan
Okay,
rakyat
guys.
mampu menjana kejayaan
watch
dan
some
kecemerlangan bagi kesejahteraan
Yay.
serta kemakmuran negara. Kementerian beriltizam dalam memastikan semua
Okay,
warga
guys.
pendidikan dan murid dari
Let's
pelbagai kumpulan
watch some
sosioekonomi, latar belakang
Yay.
agama, etnik dan lokasi yang berbeza dapat memahami, menerima
Okay,
dan
guys.
menghargai kepelbagaian.
Let's
Langkah
watch
menerapkan
some video.
nilai-nilai perpaduan telah
Yay.
dimulakan melalui pelaksanaan aktiviti co-curriculum iaitu semasa pelibatan
Okay,
murid dalam
guys.
persatuan dan kelab,
Let's
sukan dan
watch
permainan
some
dan badan
video.
beruniform.
Yay!
Okay guys, now I will continue. So based on the video, I know that every one of you must have your own assumption regarding the scene in that video, right? So now let me explain to you about the implementation of co-curriculum management. There are some cases students are not understand well and do not know the importance of co-curricular activities. So that is why a few students might skip co-curricular activities, not involved, not giving fully commitment on it, and they probably not know all the activities in co-curricular will be recorded and evaluated. So because of that, they think that curriculum, which is the academic, is more important than co-curricular. Alright, first and foremost, participation in co-curricular activity in the school environment start from year 3 at the primary school level to form 6 at the secondary level. So like have been mentioned on the previous slide, there are main components in co-curriculum that are divided into 3 parts. The examples of unit uniform bodies, association and clubs, all of this you guys already watched from the video at the beginning of our presentation, right? So, co-curricular is an activity other than subject taught in the classroom but considered part of from student education courses in schools. Hence, it is designed as an extension of the teaching and learning process in and out of the classroom to provide opportunities for students to add, practice knowledge, skills, and value learned in the classroom in order to achieve the goals and objective of establishment in co-curricular activity. They are strategies of the co-curriculum implementation from Ministry of Education that we should know. So firstly is student participation in co-curricular activity is compulsory. Therefore, all students are required to participate in the co-curriculum because its activities are able to instilling, cultivate a sense of belonging in multiracial society as well as be able to apply noble values. Thus, the implementation and participation of students in the co-curriculum in schools is compulsory either for government schools or non-government. Okay. Secondly is each student is required to take on at least one uniform body team activity, one association or club activity, and one sport or games activity. Accordingly, the attendance of students in co-curricular activity must be recorded. It also involves students of all races in all co-curricular activity as appropriate for the purpose of fostering unity, which is the implementation of co-curricular activity in school should be based on the principle without any element of discrimination or coercion and contrary to the national education policy and the national constitution. Okay, I give you examples. Your Malay student involved in Malay Language Association Club. Even though it is a Malay language, you cannot force your student from other races to join that association. However, it is not only Malay students should be participate in that association. Like have been mentioned before, it is to fostering unity, right? So other races such as Indian, Chinese, and the others also can join. Okay? I hope you understand that point. And then we move to the third point, which is record and evaluate the progress of co-curricular activity to be carried out.
So, school co-curricular activity which include activity of uniform bodies, clubs and association as well as sport and game clubs are activity outside the classroom. So, these activity are part of the teaching and learning process in schools. So, the importance of this activity is also equivalent to the importance of activities in the classroom because of the role is as a contributor and also complement to the effectiveness of teaching and learning. So, evaluation of co-curricular activity can stimulate students to be more active in co-curricular activity. All students have the same opportunity to earn marks because the assessment met are equivalent. Why I said so? Okay, I give you example. Students who aspire to further their study at institution or maybe higher education level, so by having the excellent involvement in co-curricular activity can be used as a backup to achieve their aspiration. And then fourthly is organize and manage competition that involve all students. Okay, for your information, co-curricular activity was not only involved meeting once a week or maybe marching only, but that is why I have mentioned that this co-curricular activity will be recorded and evaluated because there are so many events will be organized that students may involve. So by organize all the activity in co-curricular activities, it will encourage the participation of students in sports, game, unit uniform activity at the schools, district or maybe at national level. So for example, the student involved in unit uniform bodies such as cadet police and they are good and talented in marching, then school will organize marching competition for the student to participate. So each achievement that they have achieved will be recorded. Okay, then next point is fifthly is give appreciation and recognition to all participation from time to time. Okay, I give you example. Your student attend and involved in all the activities that school have organized during the co-curricular activity. Or maybe they got placed in the competition and bringing glory to the school. So, in order to maintain high involvement among the student, provide them a reward or certificate for them to ensure they feel proud of their own achievement and feel appreciate their effort. And lastly is supervise and evaluate activities systematically and continuously. Co-curricular activity can be conducted inside or outside the classroom according to the suitability of an activity. So commonly, each government school will have co-curricular activity every Wednesday, right? So on the Wednesday, all the student and teacher will wear uniform attire. However, duties and responsibility of the teacher or maybe the principal has the authority to appoint teachers as advisory teachers to carry out duties in co-curricular activities based on the existing provision. For an example, teachers who have been entrusted to manage the implementation of co-curricular activity are expected to play an effective role in interpreting the goal of co-curricular activities. Therefore, teachers need to implement extra co-curricular activity effectively to develop the potential of individuals in holistic and integrated manner to produce a balanced and harmonious, knowledgeable and competent student. Okay, now here are example of organization chart of school co-curriculum management committee. So as you can see on the below of co-curriculum assistant, they were divided into 3 main categories. So all of this position was held by advisor teacher that has been appointed. However, the bottom row of organization chart, all this position will be held by student itself. Okay, and this is the time allocation for co-curricular activities. So co-curricular activity will be held once a week, which is at least 3 hours per week. So you can see the table on this slide. Okay, last but not least, before my friend conclude all the presentation today, this is one evaluation mark for co-curricular activities. So the marks will be given based on the certain aspect or criteria. As you can see on this table, each level of competition, contribution and position have a different marks. So students who contribute in co-curricular activities will be graded based on their achievement. Okay, so that's all from me.
Okay guys, let's watch some video. Yay!
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh semua. Terima kasih telah hadirkan diri anda. Jadi, boleh kita mulakan meeting kita pada hari ini? Okey. Terima kasih.
Okey, Assalamualaikum semua. Selamat petang.
Waalaikumsalam, cikgu.
Okey, bagus. Okey, selamat datang ke perjumpaan Kelab Kebudayaan kita untuk kali pertama tahun ni. Okey, objektif kita hari ni nak buat pemilihan untuk ahli jawatan kuasa kelab kita. Tapi sebelum tu, saya ada satu video untuk saya tunjuk ataupun kita tengok. Video ni menunjukkan senior-senior kamu sebelum ni, pengurusi sebelum ni dah berjaya membangga atau menaikkan nama kelab kita. Okey, jom kita tengok video ni.
About 17, strong, playing my favorite song, and I could tell it would be long that he was with me, yeah me, and I could tell it would be long that he was with me, yeah me, singing I love I'm in the tip of my head, I love I'm at dance with me. Smiled so I got up and asked for his name. That don't matter, it's all the same.
Okey.
Pandainya dia menari, cikgu.
Ya, betul. Itu adalah hasil didikan daripada kelab kebudayaan kita. Okey, apa yang kamu lihat tadi adalah pencapaian-pencapaian daripada korang punya senior lah sebelum ni bertanding di peringkat daerah. Okey, saya nak kalau boleh pemilihan tahun ni adalah antara yang terbaik juga. Jadi kalau boleh yang masuk bertanding ataupun yang buat persembahan, berikan yang terbaik dan berikan komitmen sepenuhnya lah untuk kelab kita agar naik nama kelab kita ni. Okey, boleh?
Boleh, cikgu. InsyaAllah.
Okey, bagus semua.
Nanti kau nak pergi makan kat kantin ke beli kat co-op je?
Nabilah, kenapa awak borak kat belakang tu? Kenapa tak join kawan-kawan yang lain buat kerja?
Cikgu, saya tengok dia orang semua dah ada tugas masing-masing. So, kita orang tak buat apa-apa lah, cikgu.
In conclusion, there are various advantages and benefits of co-curriculum implementation in education. Therefore, its implementation must be carefully planned and carried out more seriously by all parties. All concerned in its implementation, whether in terms of teachers, training, equipment, facilities, infrastructure, support, finance, and so on, need to be overcome immediately. This is important so that the implementation of co-curriculum in education can achieve its objective and success in producing a generation that is highly educated and has a noble personality. So, that's all from our group. Thank you.